Now, this may be your worst time to put together something like a vlogging kit because everybody's stuck inside. But still, I thought it was an interesting idea to explore because we all have smartphones that can shoot amazing quality video. So I thought, why not try and put together a budget smartphone powered vlogging rig, say under 5,000 rupees. And I did manage to put together something that works really well. So let's get into it. So the first order of business, of course, is a smartphone, which I think you already have. So we can check that box. Next thing to have for a vlogging kit is to have something where you can always place your smartphone somewhere, which is nothing but a tripod. There are plenty of tripod options out there, but this flexible bendy thing which a lot of people use seems to be pretty expensive in general, and the cheap ones are pretty garbage. Thankfully, I did find a good balance between the two from an option called Epicam. This is the Epicam Epic Pod. I already featured this in one of my earlier videos where I talked about the best tripods that you can purchase. This thing is very high quality. It has flexible legs and an aluminum bobble head, meaning that you can really fit your phone or any other camera that you have in any position you want. It's made of very good materials and it only costs about 1500 rupees. Unfortunately though, this thing doesn't come with a phone holder, which is what we are after. So let's buy that separately. I found this one from Amazon which has a swiveling functionality as well, so we're going to use that for the microphone. The problem with these single pieces is that when you order them in unit quantities, you end up paying more for it than a bulk purchase. But since we are building a budget rig which has to be functional and we don't really care much about quantity, let's go with quality for this one. The reason why I chose this smartphone holder is because I already had it and I didn't want to purchase something else. You can do the same thing as well. If you already have a semi-functional or rather something that can work as your smartphone adapter, I encourage you to use the same thing. It's always easy to buy new stuff, but repurposing the existing things is always creative and useful. Next up is a microphone. Now, since we are doing a vlogging kit, I don't recommend using lavalier mics, even though they are my personal favorite. The reason why I like lavalier microphones is that they are not bulky at all. It's just a small microphone that attaches to your lapel and has a long cable that goes into your recording device. It's easy to carry, but the problem is there is a long cord connecting you and the recording device, which in this case is your smartphone. So that may not be the best thing to go for when you're going with a mobile vlogging kit. So let's go with a directional shotgun microphone. Shotgun microphones are also a better alternative to record sound in noisy environments because usually the lavalier microphones are omnidirectional, meaning that they record sounds from all direction, whereas the shotgun microphones, like the one I'm using right now, they only focus on the sound which is in front of them, and they don't record the sound that comes from the side or even from the back. So while vlogging outdoors, chances are you will be in noisy environments most of the time. So if you have something to say, you want your voice to be captured more than the surrounding noise. So shotgun mics are the way to go. Now again, there are a lot of options for shotgun mics for smartphones and they're all pretty expensive. But thankfully I found one from the same company that made my lavalier microphone, Mono, or however you pronounce this thing. This is the Mono AUCM10. This thing comes in again at around 1500 rupees and it includes only the microphone and the cable in the box. This cable is a TRRS to TRRS connector, meaning that it directly plugs into your smartphone. And they have also included a TRS adapter, meaning that if you're using this with a camera, for instance, then you have to use that thing. But it's perfect for our use case since we are primarily using this with our phone and it works straight out of the gate. Plug it into your phone and it immediately picks it up as an external recording source and you can start recording. Now this microphone has a hybrid adapter, meaning that it easily plugs into either a cold shoe mount or a threaded mount. But the problem is I didn't have any threaded or cold shoe mounts with me. So I had to buy this adapter, which is a 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch screw adapter from Amazon. And the problem with online shopping is that you don't always get what you see. So the sellers, for some reason, instead of sending me a 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch screw adapter, they sent me a 1/4 inch to cold shoe adapter, which I have no use for. So initially I thought I would just take a hacksaw and saw off the part of the cold shoe. But then I thought maybe I can get creative with this and find a solution. So the smartphone holder that I had, it had 2 screws. So I took the bottom one and connected that to my tripod. And I screwed in this weird adapter thingy in the opposite direction. It took some trial and error to get it done, but finally I did manage to fix up the microphone in the right direction. And because of this extra arm on the back, the microphone has some swivel room. So it can be either on the top of the phone or even on the sides. Now I would say you are ready to go at this point, but I even added in a wide angle lens just to complete the setup. Because the smartphone's field of view is usually narrow, and even if you have a wide angle sensor built into your phone, chances are it's not that great. I've already made a video on the advantage of using a clip-on lens like this one, so you can check it out from the cards over there. So yeah, simply clap this lens on your front or rear camera, whichever you prefer to use, and there you go. Your smartphone vlogging rig is complete. You now have a lightweight, flexible tripod and a good quality microphone to take with you wherever you go. And thanks to my specific smartphone adapter, I can use the microphone in front or rear orientation. Now, you can really build this any way you want, but if you want the exact parts that I used, you will find the links to all of those in the description. Now that we are done, let's give it a test. Here's a demo footage that I shot using this rig. Okay, here's the video test from the front camera of my phone. This is just recording at 1080p because it's front-facing camera, but still, since I'm in broad daylight, I think it's a pretty decent experience, at least in terms of the video quality. The noise levels should be pretty low as well, thanks to the shotgun mic. Now you may hear some traffic noise because the main street is right over there. It's the national highway, and it's 11 a.m. so there's quite a lot of traffic right now. But still, this should do a decent job of eliminating the surrounding noise and only keep my voice in focus. Now you do have to keep in mind about the stabilization. Like, the front cameras of most smartphones don't have any kind of stabilization to them. So as you can see, this footage is kind of shaky. So if you have OIS or optical image stabilization built into the rear camera of your phone, like mine does, so you can switch to the rear camera to get a better experience if you're walking around with your phone a lot. This is on the rear camera of the phone, completely auto. I'm not setting any exposure or anything. This should be recording in 4K, and hopefully the stabilization is decent. I can't see my face because I'm on the rear camera, but since I have this wide angle lens on, I'm sure I'm in focus, or at least I'm in the field at least. Another upside of shooting with the rear camera is that I'll always have good quality footage, even if I'm just pointing it to myself or pointing it to a subject like this. India wants to know, what are your thoughts on coronavirus? Oh, no comment? Okay, not bad for a starter kit, right? You can always upgrade to more premium, higher performance components down the line and even get a proper vlogging camera. But there is no real reason to get it because your smartphone is more than capable of capturing everything that you want to. When you already have such a capable camera in your pocket, why spend money on something more expensive? This rig is extremely functional and is really easy to carry as well. Without the smartphone, it only weighs around 500 grams, which is very lightweight. And when you throw in your smartphone and any lens or any accessory that you have, based on which phone model you have, it can go up to 900 grams, which is still easily manageable. Trust me, when you hold on to this, it doesn't really feel like it's 1 kilogram in weight. Thanks to the evenly distributed components, it's really easy to handle. And since your phone is your camera, you don't have to worry about charging any other devices. Just keep your phone charged and free up some storage and you're ready to roll. And I'm mostly happy about this microphone. I've never used shotgun mics before, and I wasn't really comfortable with the idea of the microphone being like 1 feet away from my mouth. But now that I've heard the audio quality, I am definitely impressed. I will be using this microphone on the daily basis as opposed to my usual lavalier mic. The audio that you're hearing right now is from that microphone, and I think it sounds pretty good. I'll do a full review of this in about a week or so stay subscribed for that. And that's it. This is my version of the smartphone vlogging rig. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Again, you'll find links to all these components in the description if you want to attempt to build this thing yourself. And with that said, until next time, take it easy and I'll see you soon. Cheers.